Hello, everyone. This is Trust the Process here with another video, and here I'm going to be discussing a particular topic, and the topic is real men should never compete with women. Now, here's the reason why I discuss this, because it seems very weird to me. First of all, I thought it was an interesting subject matter to discuss, in this video, but it also seemed very weird to me that men nowadays have this weird desire to want to compete with women, especially their girlfriends or their wives. And I think, to be honest, I think that's very gay, to be honest, because let's be honest, what man who's not on hardcore drugs is competing with a woman? That makes zero sense. All you just doing when you do that is causing a divide and a rift in a relationship. Because let's say, for instance, right, the whole focus of you competing with your wife or your girlfriend or whatever is just gonna cause this weird divide and rift in the relationship. Basically, it's always a competition, whatever you do, and you always have to outwit her and outbest her in everything, which can create this little toxic situation within your relationship where you end up envying both of each other, and it creates this feeling of that feeling of, hatred to a degree, if you allow that hatred to consume you, but it's just this feeling of disdain towards your other half, which will end poorly for the relationship and is doomed to start. As a man, right, real men empowered, so that's gonna be another video topic for another time, but real men are supposed to empower their other half, their ladies, right? They're not supposed to hinder or beat them down just to make them feel better. Because I noticed, I was watching a video with the guy named, I think his name was Foreign Fridays, and he did a breakdown of these guys saying that they hate women. And honestly, I agree with any man that competes with women. You don't like women, you hate them. Because at the end of the day, we're all people, right? We're all people. We're one race, the human race. But at the same time, men and women are different, right? And then on top of men and women are different because biologically, but at the same time, we are all people that was made by God. And on top of that, right, a man competing with a woman plays back into the theory of you're worrying about what other people is doing, right? You're worrying about and you're caring about what others think of you or what others doing, and you're comparing yourself to other people, which is bad, right? Real men empower their ladies. So if they let their ladies achieve success, you should be happy and gracious to them, because they worked hard for that type of achievement. The hard work, the sacrifice, the blood, sweat, and tears they put into that work to finally achieve what they was desiring to do, just for her husband or boyfriend to come along and just beat them down and demean them, to belittle them, just to make you feel better. That's not a man. That's a little boy. That's a kid. At the same, and as the leader, a true leader, empower his followers, or in this case, women are the helpers. They help men. They are like the lieutenant, and the men are the captain. They're the helpers, and the men are the leaders. Real leader empowers the people that they're supposed to lead, and the people that follows them. The leader, if you're a leader that beats down the people that he was supposed to lead, or the people that's following him, that don't make you a leader. That makes you somewhat a dictator, right? And at the same time, it's a little DL, download homosexual for a man to compete with a woman, because a man who's really secure within himself is not gonna, be threatened by a woman's success. That's just dumb. I can never understand that. That's very illogical. Some dudes will say, oh, a woman makes more money right here. Her success shouldn't bother me or affect you in any way, because as a man, you should be focused on achieving your own success, separate from everybody else. That's what the point of being a man on a mission, being locked in, is all about, Because when you locked in and when you focus and you have that tunnel vision, everything else is irrelevant. You're just focusing on your success, right? Now, when it comes to other people's success, the only thing you can do is be happy for them, congratulate them, shake their hand, and keep it moving, right? Be genuinely happy that they achieved the success, and don't compare your achievement and your success to other people's success, right? If anything, you should take inspiration from their success, and that should motivate you to grind harder. You say, oh, look at this dude. And that's a difference between, concerning yourself with what other people doing and being inspired from what other people doing. Being inspired is that you see a guy who achieved this, certain accolade in their life, and then you have an idea of what you want to achieve, and you just think to yourself, oh, if that guy can do it, then guess what? Whatever it is that I want to achieve, guess what? I'm going to go out there and achieve it as well. You shouldn't be comparing yourself, oh, that guy achieved, why can't I do it? No, and worry about it. That's not what real men do, and you especially shouldn't do that when it comes to women. If your wife or girlfriend, your other half or your spouse is successful and she make money, right? It shouldn't matter if she make money more than you or whatever the case is, because at the end of the day, that's her money, that's her success. Just be happy for her, congratulate her, and give her a genuine sense of love and respect for her being a hard worker and achieving that success. And guess what? She'll do the same for you. As a man, you should be inspired and lock in more, not as a way of trying to compete, but as a way to better yourself, to achieve the dreams that you can achieve because you're inspired because she achieved the things that she wanted to achieve. So that makes you inspired to achieve the same goals that you have in your mind, right? It shouldn't be a thing of you being competitive with a woman, because it just creates this sense of envy and jealousy, and that's a feeling you don't want to have in a relationship. And I think that's, quite frankly, makes a man a little bit of a homosexual that really hates women. I mean, you never really care for the woman anyway. You just care for the woman to be some submissive robot or whatever. I mean, you care for the woman to be just some mindless hive mind robot that just calls to your woman and then be back and call and all, right? Appreciate her for what she's done, and she'll show you the same respect. I do agree that women should submit to their husband, right? But I also agree that the husband must lead the woman to prosperity, not destruction. And the only way to do that is not to compete with them, but to uplift them, help them out, and they'll help you out. You are stronger together. You are weaker divided, right? Like, in the holy words of the Lord Almighty God in the gospel, a house divided cannot and it will not stand. And if you're a real man, guess what? You'll stand by your woman's success. You'll genuinely feel happy for her. You'll appreciate her for her success. You'll show the love and respect she deserves. for her said she won't compete or take competition out of it. And that should inspire you to grind harder because to achieve your goals. Thank you.